What's going on? What's going on, my co-creators? How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful day. I am myself. Hope you're co-creating the life that you love, the life that you want, the life that you dreamed of, because it's all up to you. Yes, there may be things that come along your path that may knock you around and make you a little unbalanced, but at the end of the day, your co-creating abilities, your skills of that, just being human and being an eternal spiritual being, you are co-creating how this thing goes. Don't forget that, don't forget that, don't forget that. Anyway, um, today I want to talk about something that I've been noticing lately. I mean, it's been going on. It's not anything new. It's not like it's a new phenomenon, but it's been more prevalent lately with, with the whole virus thing going on or whatever. I've been seeing the rise of useful idiots. I mean, for real. The rise of useful idiots. I mean, okay, let me explain what that is. Useful idiots are these people that lack intelligence, they lack skill, but they're reliable. They show up. They have minimal skills and ability that they've worked on, and they get put into certain positions, or they work themselves up to be in a certain position, but they really don't have the intelligence to be in that position. And trying to be careful how I navigate this, because I was once a useful idiot for a very short period of time. I mean, I was like a teenager, and I was working at a place, and they put me in charge of people that was way more experienced than me, because, boy, in my head it was because I was reliable. I was young. I didn't have all the responsibilities of these other guys. I didn't have to go pick up the kids. I didn't have to go and put the car in the shop. I didn't have to do this because the wife was sick. I was just a single young man, and I was reliable. I did my job pretty well, and they put me in charge of all these older cats. Man, you know how difficult that was? It was like, why in the world are you in charge? What are you doing in charge? I mean, it was crazy, but I didn't remain a useful idiot for long, because I'm not really the rule follower type. So I made things pretty nice and easy for the people I was working with, because I understood that I couldn't get anything done if it wasn't for them. I mean, I didn't let them run over me, but I set certain parameters. I set certain goals every shift, and I was like, it was minimal. I said, y'all meet this, y'all good, we good. We ain't gotta, I ain't trying to bust you, I ain't trying to give you a hard time. I'm just here to get paid. I don't care anything about this company like that. I'm just here to get paid and do my job and keep it moving. I'm pretty sure y'all have bigger responsibilities. So if y'all just keep it at a minimal thing, we good. So yeah, a lot of times people in high authority positions, they do this thing where they like to keep confusion amongst the lower ranks. I learned this when I was working early on. I was working in a sheet metal shop. I literally saw this guy that was above the whole shop. He would literally pit the people against each other. He would purposely do that. It was almost like he was using that to keep us focused on each other instead of focusing on him. So I've definitely seen that in my lifetime. And so, I'm not the cat to go along with stuff. So I even though I didn't really understand the bigger picture, I still picked up on. I was like, man, this dude kind of playing us a little bit. He kind of taking advantage of us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing this, and so yeah, that's what people sometimes people in a certain position, they like to appoint certain individuals in charge to keep them busy, keep them at each other's throat, so they won't get any focus on them. And now you see that in families also. I mean, you've seen it in your, maybe when you were growing up, you might have seen a parent that actually pitted the spouse against a child, or a child against a child, to kind of keep the stuff going on where they can kind of skate and be above that and do what they want to do, keep the attention off them. I mean, it happens on so many different levels, from the home to the job. You know, you go to the police department. You got, and I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, all officers or officers in charge, they actually set out to do this, but the way that system is set up is meant to attract useful idiots. I mean, I'm not saying that every officer is like this, but a lot of officers are people that they didn't really get a lot of respect when they were growing up. They didn't really get they couldn't command situations. They had like a household where they were kind of, you know, ushered to the side, and they are invited to be in a position of authority. And I'm not saying all officers are like that. I know some really good officers. I mean, officers, they really handle business. They're really on top of their stuff. They're not into that petty stuff, you know what I'm saying? But that system attracts certain kind of people that are wanting respect. They want to be heard, and they don't give a damn about a constitution. Just because they got their little Halloween uniform on with their little plastic badge, they want their word to be final. And we seeing that as we speak. We've seen the stories, current stories. These people, they don't care. They want that respect because they never had that respect. Useful idiots. And now, okay, I'm not going to go back to that yet. And it goes on in the political world too. I mean, y'all hear me talk about political stuff all the time. I'm not even a political person. I don't give a damn about a Republican or a Democrat or conservative or liberal or libertarian. I mean, maybe I'm a little more libertarian, not liberal, libertarian, because I'm like, hey, do what you do. This is a free country. Go for it. Maybe I'm more of that type, but I don't really do political stuff. I don't like to be in anybody's group. That's not my thing. I don't represent any group. I don't give a damn what race, what color. I ain't representing your group. I'm not doing that because I don't know what you stand for. I don't know what y'all got going on behind the scenes. I ain't representing nobody's religion. I ain't doing none of that. I'm just a D. So take for that whatever you want. Don't put me in a box because I ain't in that box. I'm representing a deed, freedom, common sense, peace of mind, all of that. That's what I represent. I don't represent nothing else but that. Anyway, and so even in the political game, I mean, y'all got to imagine the kind of person that wants to be a politician. And, you know, once again, I'm not saying all politicians are like this, but you got to have a certain huge ego to want to put your name on billboards. You want your picture and your name to be on everybody's lawn. You feel like you have the right solution for everybody. That takes a certain kind of ego. And, you know, there's some people that might have some good ideas. I'm not saying they're all wrong, but you got to understand the level of ego that it takes to even want to be a politician. And some of them don't have that, but most of them do. If they are successful as a politician, most of these people really have egos that are just blown out of proportion. I'm talking all the way from your little local person all the way up to the president. So I don't give a damn about your president that you say you love and you like. That's, oh, they're the best and they here for me. Nah, man, they're not. They belong to their party, their group. They may try to, their intentions may be good, but at the end of the day, they belong to their group. That's how they got ahead. They belong to the favors that they gave in order for them to get the money that they needed to get ahead. That's just what it is. There's no other way around that. That's just what it is. And so I'm saying all that to say that, okay, even with your politicians that you might love, The problem with those people are they get to appoint other people that were not elected. This is where the biggest danger comes into play. We elect one person, and then they get to appoint all these different people in all these different powerful positions, and we have no say about it. I mean, these people, they make huge decisions on how our life goes, and we have no say about it, especially with this crap going on right now with this old fake ass, overblown virus that's just ruining people's lives. These people that weren't elected, they are making decisions on our lives, and we don't even know who they are. We can't even name them. We could barely name the people that we elected half of the time. That is the danger right there. Those useful idiots. They're not any smarter than us. They are not geniuses. They're not specializing in human growth and development. These are regular people in groups, in clubs, or gangs. They got this side, we got that side. I'm here for this group, I'm here for that group. Whatever the group is, they don't get a, even if they have the best intentions, they are a part of groups and they are supported financially, so they have to make certain decisions. And these people, we don't even know who they are. They are appointed and they get to rule us and make rules, and we just sit back and say, okay. That's the problem right there. That's one of the biggest things that's going to give us the most amount of hell here soon. We're already getting it right now. We're already going along with this stuff. It's pretty sad, and it's kind of it's scary, you know. I mean, I don't live in fear, but it's kind of scary because there's so many people that's not paying attention. So many people that sleep and they just letting stuff go on. They think, oh, it's temporary. I got into a little altercation with somebody where I live at. I won't get into the details of it, but I was like, okay, so when will this thing that I pay for, when will it be available? And this little numskull said, oh, when COVID's over. I'm like, what does that mean? You don't even know what that means. That's not even a thing, when COVID's over. Useful idiots don't even know what they're talking about when COVID's over. COVID ain't over until we say it's over, because every year there's a flu. Every year there's a sickness that's coming. And so when is COVID over? We're going to leave it up to our authorities to tell us when? The ones that's like love taking all our power and all our control. We're going to leave it up to them? Or we're going to say, okay, it's over now. I want my life back. Useful idiots. And I was talking to a good friend of mine, and he was telling me, he does deliveries, and he was telling me that he went to go and deliver at a certain place. It was at a clothing store. And he went to the door, and this useful idiot was like, oh, you can't come in unless you have your dog muzzle on, your muzzle on your face. And this useful idiot, now this person works at a clothing store. She is at best a manager at a clothing store, at best. Most likely was a regular salesperson, but this person was directing my friend on how to put on a dog muzzle, face mask, whatever you want to call it, and inspecting her before she came into the store. It's like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You are a retail salesperson. Why are you being appointed to some type of medical expert? Oh, this is how you put this on. What? These idiots, God bless her soul, but there's so many people that's like straight up not qualified to tell us about how to protect ourselves, and they've been given power. That's very dangerous, because those people, they become very, what's the word? They become very, you see it a lot. We call them Karens. Those people that feel like they are privileged and feel like they can call and enforce laws on you. Those people. So we got a bunch of people that's being turned into privileged people that are idiots. And that's probably not the best word. That's kind of strong. But people that are not qualified to control or direct anybody, they're being put in some powerful positions. The rise of the useful idiots. And what this is doing is, I'm not telling you need to be mad at them. That's the last thing we need to do is be going after each other. That's not what we need. I'm saying that the system is being set up where we're being taught to target each other. And, oh, this is this group, I'm that group. Haven't we had enough of that? Haven't we had enough of this is my group, this is your group, this is my area, this is your area, this is my skin type, this is your skin type, this is my language, this is your language. Have we had enough of that? And now there's another group that's being given power from people that don't mean us any good. And even the people that's giving them that power, they don't even understand the damage that's being done. They don't understand the bigger agenda that's being led out. One day, we'll all wake up and see that we are being led into a position where we are going to be used against each other. It's already happening. It's already happening. And these useful idiots, they are so happy to have some kind of power because they never had power before. They're given power to direct and report on people that are wiser, smarter than them. So beware of the rise of the useful idiots because it is happening. And once you put these idiots in charge, they're not trying to let their power go because they've never been in charge before. They're like, I gotta enforce these rules because I'll get a gold sticker. Even as a young man, I wasn't dumb enough to fall for that. I would be a terrible authority figure because I'm human and I know people, and so I'm not going to enforce ridiculous things on them. I'm just not going to do it. You can't buy me off. You can't give me a certain position and for me to feel like I'm better than you. That's just not me because I believe that we're all human and we all have our good and our bad, but we all are the same. I'm not going to sit here and try to lord my position over you because of some kind of privilege. You know what I'm saying? And so, we've been saying the privilege goes to certain people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Oh, they got this kind of privilege, that kind of privilege. But right now, these useful idiots are getting privilege and they will fight. You're seeing it with these officers. Not saying all officers are like that, but you're seeing it with these people that get these privileges. They never had respect in their life and they're getting it and they will do some devilish things to keep their privilege. So anyway, this thing is going super long. The rise of the useful idiots. Not useful to us, useful to the people that are trying to make us into slaves around here. Got us walking around with dog muscles on our face for no reason. It doesn't make a difference, folks. Come on. Common sense. Use your common sense. The people I'm seeing walking around looking like silly, they've been through way more dangerous things in their life, and now they worried about an invisible danger. Come on. Wake up, folks. Wake up to what's really going on. Please wake up. Anyway, go outside today. Get some fresh air. 30 minutes cardio. Sweat. Get all those germs, all that bacteria, all those viruses out of you. Breathe it out. Breathe in that fresh air and breathe it out. That's what our lungs, that's what our body's for. We have a remarkable body here. We just have to take care of it. Meditate for 10 minutes. That's all you need to remind yourself of who you are, why you're here, where you came from, that your energy, you're an eternal being. You've always been here. You will always be here. It's not about the physical. We're bigger than that. Turn off the news. Turn off that garbage news. Stop watching that crap. Stop letting them program your mind into thinking about a certain thing. What's the new bully this week? What's the new bad this week? What's this? What's that? Running around like chickens with their head cut off. And leave your cell phone at home sometime. All right. Hope you're having a great day. And I'll talk to you soon. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.